Grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. Selah.
I was talking about 6G earlier, which is around 2030. I would say that by then, definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual, kind of the most common interface.
Wow.
Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies. Holograms will be very, very high quality in the era of 6G. I've already seen 5G based hologram demonstrations. They already work, but then with the next generation technology, I mean, we could be having this meeting so that in reality we would be sitting in different parts of the world.
Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
The possibilities 6G opens up are truly in the realm of sci-fi. A 6G network could support life-sized holograms, finally making it possible to send a distress call to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Or it could be how chips implanted in our brains communicate with other devices like artificial limbs or remote-controlled avatars in dangerous environments.
Can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants.
It could connect a web of smart devices, and not just a phone and a smartwatch and maybe augmented reality glasses. One vision of the 6G future imagines flexible screens all over the place, from tables to clothing to water bottles. Each of these little devices wouldn't just use the 6G network to function, they might in fact make up the network itself. Rather than the system we use today where our phones connect to towers in a hub and spoke model, each of these little smart devices could be a node in a mesh network. Their proximity to each other and ubiquity would make it possible to send data at terahertz frequencies, which can't travel very far. Experts think because of how much unused bandwidth is available in this terahertz range, it's going to be the secret sauce that makes all this 6G goodness possible.
And so we are already preparing for the 6G era. We actually already started with the research on 6G 2 years ago. You want to be 10 years ahead of the game before the commercial deployment. We cannot do this alone. You need the partners. We are now leading the very first flagship project for 6G.
Hexa-X.
A hexagon has 6 sides. Okay? Because hexa means 6.
Hexa-X. If you think of what the different generations of networks enabled, 2G and 3G unleashed the potential of human mobility and connectivity. 4G unleashed the potential of information and social engagement with social media. 5G unlocked the potential of machines and sensing. And so what will 6G unleash? It will enable perfect knowledge of human world, connecting us with the digital world.
It's a fusion of our physical, our digital, and our biological identities.